At this time, we'll have the playing of the Star Spangled Banner by the MVU Master Singers. If you would please stand. At this time, I'd like to invite Molly Medor to come forward for the land acknowledgement.
For many generations, this land has been revered as it has provided sustenance and survivability to its inhabitants. The Abenaki Missisquoi call it Ndaka, meaning homeland. Tonight we celebrate the students of Missisquoi Valley Union Middle and High School and their great achievements. Tonight many of us will be wearing cords with the colors of the four directions to represent our Abenaki heritage.
Good evening, and welcome to Missisquoi Valley Union Middle and High School, and our 54th high school graduation ceremony. On behalf of the senior class of 2024, we would like to thank you for joining us for this very special evening. In case you missed the senior award tonight on May 20th, I would like to share a few of the highlights for the class of 2024. There are 4 seniors who are members of the National Technical Honor Society through the Northwest Career and Technical Center. There are just over 20 students who are members of the National Honor Society and National Arts Honor Society, who together completed over 1,050 community service hours this year. 19 members of our senior class received the Vermont Principals Association Scholar Activity Award for having a 3.7 GPA or higher, and participated in a Vermont Principals Association sponsored activity for at least 2 years. This year, just over $400,000 worth of scholarships have been awarded to the class of 2024. These are but a few of the accomplishments of these seniors. Congratulations for both the amazing things that you have accomplished and for the amazing things that you will continue to do for the years to come. Whether you intend to enter the workforce, the military, the trades, or go on to college, I thank you for being a Thunderbird and wish you the best in your future endeavors. At this time, I would like to introduce Mrs. Julie Reginald, our Superintendent of Schools.
Good evening and welcome graduating seniors, families, and friends. I'm pleased to be here to help you all celebrate a class of such inspiring and talented students. Every year it is my privilege to recognize the graduating seniors who have committed to public service by joining the military. This year, MVU has one senior who is enlisting in the Air National Guard. Please join me in recognizing Alexandra Borda. Thank you very much. I know your teachers and family members are proud of the commitment that you've made. So now let us begin celebrating this wonderful class with a performance of Mamma Mia from the MVU Band.
At this time, I would like to welcome Alexandra Bordeaux as the senior class president.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being all here with us tonight to celebrate our graduation. My name is Alex Bordeaux, and I'm proud to represent this class of 2024 as the class president. As I was thinking about what I should say to you, I realized I could go on for hours talking about all the experiences we've had together, all the stories and memories we made. I reached out to a few of my classmates to get their take on the last 4 years. But with all the stories I got, this would be a long speech. And I know what it's like to have to sit and listen for hours. So I'm not going to make you do that tonight, so I'll try and make it short. Tonight, 102 of us are graduating from Missisquoi Valley Union. That's 102 stories, perspectives, hopes, and dreams sitting in this room tonight. This room is packed with friends, family, and loved ones. It's packed with people that care about you, people who support you, and people who are proud of you. They're the ones that took time from your evening to sit in a hot, sweaty gym to see you move from one stage of life to another, your future. Today, you made it to graduation. We are no longer seniors, we are graduates. For many of you, high school graduation will be one of the happiest days of your life. It's the next step in your journey. Whether it be college, trade school, an apprenticeship, work, or so on, I wish you well in what comes next. Our class has done well. We won skit night not once, but twice. Our first and last year of participating. We joined BFA in raising over $33,000 for Camp Tecumseh and the Jim Bastrop Foundation. Our class has hit its bumps, its potholes, just like the ones on MVU Drive. The ones that you're going to hit one more time driving out of here tonight. But don't worry, there are plenty more that you're going to hit down the road. But I believe in you. I believe in this class. You will always have MVU to lean back when time gets tough. The family and friends you made here will last you a lifetime. As we learn, grow, change, and make mistakes. Instead of missing assignments or deadlines, be like, I don't know, pick the wrong major, pay thousands in extra student loans. Maybe, Mom and Dad, I don't want to be a philosopher or a geologist. But at least we learn to be prudent. Our mistakes are not what define us, but rather our actions. It's what we do and how we make others feel that people will remember in the long run. After today, some of us might never return. Or maybe some will end up right back here. But through thick and thin, no matter the different paths we took, we made it here tonight, and we did it together. We did it, we got through middle school, we got through high school, the pandemic, and we're gonna make it through this tonight, together. Something your families may not know is that I've been capturing your lives through a camera lens since the 9th grade. Watch you grow, not only physically, but emotionally. From dances to theater, from sports to prep rallies, and even in their everyday school life. I capture the brightest of smiles, the goofiest of faces. So to the class of 2024, can you smile one last memory? Can you smile one last time for one last memory? All right. As we missed our 8th grade graduation due to COVID shutdown, this will be our first, last, and only time walking across the MVU stage. And as Ellen McGuire once said, I know each and every one of us are destined for something great. This is as short as I can make it, so congratulations to the class of 2024. We finally made it.
At this time, would Carrie Campbell and Haley Newhall please come to the podium?
Wesley Kempton is a 2007 graduate of Missisquoi Valley Union. While attending MVU, he participated in basketball, golf, musical, skit night, band, and student council. He received his bachelor's degree in communications from the University of Wyoming in 2011 and his master's degree in international relations from the University of Oklahoma in 2018.
Wesley is currently a social studies and English teacher at Richford High School. He resides in Franklin, where he enjoys spending his time serving on a variety of local boards, hosting charity trivia events, and helping coach or support his 3 daughters in every activity they care to pursue. He is honored to have been asked to speak today.
When I wrote the intro, there was definitely a last line that said he's as puzzled as much as the rest of you to have been asked here tonight, but nonetheless, thank you. Good evening, graduates, faculty, wherever you might be, board members, over there, musicians. Give you a little shout out, family members, all of you, and any other person who's maybe confused that you're here. My name is Wesley Kempton, as mentioned in that introduction. I am a proud graduate of this institution and a proud parent of 3 children in this district. And I am honored to have been asked here this evening to share some thoughts and speak with you all. A few months ago, when I received the invitation to speak this evening, I immediately sent a text to Principal Palmer, and I asked him, what is wrong with the senior class that they would think that I'm somebody who they want to speak to them? And he assured me that nobody goofed, that you had put together a list of names, and you voted on it, and you settled on me, saying quotes, and I made sure to not mess this up. They were going for young and energetic. So, for some of you out there, I suppose I'm young, not in comparison to you graduates, but I'm young. But it is a special sort of naivete which would think that any person with 3 children under the age of 10 would have an excess amount of energy, but nonetheless, thank you very much. Add into the mix the fact that I am a teacher. And today was my last full student day of the school year, which means that since 8 a.m. this morning, I have been frantically grading half-assed assessments that students put off an entire semester and negotiating with students who thought that that presentation deserved a 4 and not the 2.5 that it generously received. To that end, I'm still sort of processing what's been a pretty busy week. I'm going to process one out loud with you all. It's my favorite bad student performance from the week. They're not here, so it's safe. I had assigned a semester-long task, okay? Each student in my class, it was a civics class, they had to read a book. Every Friday for the first half hour of class, 45 minutes, we'd go to the library. And they'd have to, by the end of the semester, complete a book. It would have to be nonfiction, should add that, about a famous person or an event. By the end of the semester, they'd have to give a report on this book and find a connection to civics and law. So there's a student who had chosen a book about Theodore Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt, right? Former president. And this student is giving a presentation about a book that he allegedly read about Theodore Roosevelt. And halfway through the presentation, he talks about the hardship that Theodore Roosevelt overcame by spending half of his life in a wheelchair. And it occurred to me that not only had this student not read the book, he hadn't even Googled the right Roosevelt. And for those of you who don't understand the humor in this, you should be thankful that you also had a kindly teacher who let you sneak through the 10th grade when maybe you didn't deserve it. Anyway, young and energetic. So a few weeks ago, I was visiting a friend, and I was starting to spitball some ideas about things that I might want to talk about. And my friend's 6-year-old son walked in. And I'm thinking, this kid is a lot younger than I am, and he has way more energy. I'm going to ask him what I should say. So I did. I said, Colin, I'm giving a big speech in a couple of days. What should I say to the audience? And he paused, and he thought about it. And then he looked up at me. He said, I think you should say, what's up, poopy heads? And so I had that reaction, right? I couldn't help but laugh. It was not the answer that I was expecting. So like I'm doubled over, almost in tears, and I decided, well, let's follow it up. All right, what do I say after that? And remember, he's 6 years old, okay? 6-year-olds haven't learned yet that shock humor and repetition don't work together. So in his mind, he knew that that first answer that he gave me made me laugh really, really hard. So he said it again. He said, "You should just keep saying, 'What's up, poopy heads?'" And full credit to the kid, I have so far followed his advice. But his speaking tips definitely fizzled after the initial greeting. To him, though, it didn't matter. Okay? He was empowered by the fact that a grown-up had laughed at something that he had said. So for the next 1 to 20 minutes, this kid kept saying, "Poopy head, poopy head, poopy head." And even though I knew that obviously I'm not going to use any more of his speaking tips, he had shown me a really powerful example of the power of empowerment. He had said something which made a grown-up laugh. He enjoyed that feeling, and he enjoyed the validation that he received from that reaction. I mentioned I'm a teacher. I've only been a teacher for about 2.5 years. I decided to become a teacher when I recognized that I needed to make a career shift with a schedule that lined up with having 3 young kids. My mother's a teacher, so the idea of teaching was never a foreign concept. But mostly, I thought that if I became a teacher, this would give me an opportunity to share my love of random trivia with a captive audience who would be eager and obviously nonstop dedicated to learn. And to my great shock, within minutes of entering a classroom, I found myself passionately invested in all of those young people in my classroom. And I found myself earnestly spewing those obnoxious phrases of encouragement like, "Don't limit yourself by saying you can't do this," or "I think too highly of you to let you turn in this assignment as it is," or "Please put your phone away," or "I believe in you." All of those really encouraging things. Now, for many of you, just being here is the direct result of similar enthusiasm, empowerment that you have received throughout your journey. Maybe a family member who is here tonight, maybe a friend, but odds are there have been a couple of teachers who helped guide and push you to get you to this point, who have believed in you. I want you to be mindful of how you have been empowered, and be mindful of opportunities that you have to empower others. But now that you're here, now what? What's next? A couple of years ago, I had the opportunity to live overseas. And there was one day when I took, the youngest daughter wasn't born yet, so I took then my 2 girls. We just went for a drive through the British countryside. Didn't have any destination. We were just going to go and follow some signs and maybe find an interesting place. And we came to this town, could not help but to stop. It was called Dullingham. A town had Dull in the name. Obviously, I got to stop, right? Let's see what this is all about. So Dullingham, they pronounce it Dullingham, had a cool playground, which the girls liked. And it also had this church on a hill. And if any of you ever travel to Europe, the churches there are older than pretty much anything in America, so they are in themselves sort of like museums. And you can find plaques and memorials for people who lived 400 or 500 years ago. And I was walking through this church and I saw a newsletter that the current reverend had written. And she talked in this newsletter about power and how your character is displayed through your use of power. And what power, right? What power do I have? What power do you have? And so she wrote on. It's sometimes easier to identify your power through comparing it to those who might have little or none in comparison. Do you have a home? Be a voice for the homeless. Do you have money in the bank? Be a voice for those living in poverty. Do you have food in your cupboards? Be a voice for the hungry. Do you have a family? Be a voice for the orphan, the lonely, the refugee. Can you walk down the street without being abused? Be a voice for the trans community, the woman in the hijab, and so on and so on. We all have power. And you are now high school graduates. So how can you use that power? If you spent time in high school honing your skills in athletics or in arts or developing the ability to carry on some trades, you can volunteer and you can coach the youth. You can lead workshops at any local library in our community. You can do all of these things with your power. We as a community, beyond just this graduating class, we have power. What power collectively do we all have? We can support and empower our students and future community members by being active participants at this institution, by supporting and attending events on campus, from musicals to cooking competitions, to even state championship softball matches. Maybe you should go tomorrow. We can support and empower our future students and our future community members by attending and engaging in school board meetings, and occasionally passing budgets, which might allow those future students to have every opportunity to become the future community members that we want them to be. Each of you are tremendously powerful. But as a community, if we empower one another, we can share so much more. There's one more area in which you possess great power that I want to talk to you about tonight. Possibly the greatest form of power that you possess. Each of you has the power to make choices. Through your life, you have learned this. You know this. You know that you can make choices and that these choices can have some consequences. But as you leave this place, the choices that you will have the opportunity to make may become far more significant. 17 years ago, I graduated from this school. One of my classmates who also walked across the stage that night was a good friend of mine named Nick Fuenya. If you turn around, you'll see his retired number 23 back there. Nick would have turned 35 last week. But a few months after we graduated, someone made a poor choice and drove a vehicle while drunk and hit my friend Nick and killed my friend Nick. After he died, this community responded by going down to Montpelier by the busload and advocating state lawmakers to pass legislation that would make stricter punishments for repeat DUI offenders. This community made the powerful choice to respond to tragedy, not with anger or division, but with optimism, perseverance, and unity. The choices that you make might be the greatest form of power that you possess. Make wise choices. Make optimistic choices. And make choices that will improve this community. I've watched you meandering through the hallways, sometimes in the direction of your classes. I've watched you on the fields and in the courts, and at least one member of this graduating class in the penalty box at Gutterson Fieldhouse. I've watched and listened to you on stage. I've watched you bag my groceries, and I've watched you stare at your phones while I use the self-checkout machine at Maplefield. You are all great, and you will all be great. Just remember to use your power to empower others, and to use your power to make good choices, and occasionally, please, put your phones away. I believe in you, poopy heads. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage our green and gold winner, Ashlyn Dupree.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ashlyn Dupree, and I'm honored to be standing here in front of you speaking on behalf of the graduating class of 2024. First of all, I want to thank everyone for being here to support us in our past, present, and future endeavors. Thank you to our parents, our families, our friends, our teachers, everyone who has made this possible for all of us. I want to congratulate every single one of you who is sitting in front of me right now. Congratulations, you finally made it. The start of our high school career was a bit of an unusual experience for everyone. We only came to school 2 days a week while doing the rest remotely. I think I can speak for everyone when I say how grateful we are for the teachers that went through it with us. COVID was something that affected every one of us in a number of ways. Some of us have been traumatized from too many Google Meets, being put in breakout rooms, or even being the only person with our camera on. No wonder we act the way we do. On a more serious note, I think it has caused every single one of us to grow. When COVID started, we were all very different. We were in 8th grade going through those awkward phases in life that most of us may like to forget. Thank God that one's over. Then, going into our freshman year, we went to class in our pajamas before we even got out of bed. We would each click on the Zoom link and quickly turn our cameras and microphones off. Some of us were making food, FaceTiming friends, or even going back to sleep. Being in high school during this time was an experience that only a select group of people have had to face, and while some may view it as a negative, I think it can also be seen as an experience to learn and grow from. As we reflect on this weird chapter of our lives, you can look back and realize no one else has been through exactly what you have, so be proud of yourself because you've made it this far. Imagine what other obstacles you can overcome. It all started in kindergarten when our biggest worry was what game we were going to play at recess or if we were going to get to be the line leader. But now we are worrying about what we are going to do with the rest of our lives. And it's okay if you still don't know. There are no rules or boundaries to what you can achieve, so don't let anyone tell you there is. We have all been through so many things together. We've lost friends, we've made friends, but more importantly, we've gained knowledge and relationships that we will use in every part of the rest of our lives. The class of 2024 has accomplished so much throughout our time here at MVU. One of our most notable accomplishments was Skit Night. Unfortunately, we were unable to participate our freshman year because of COVID. However, we came out strong, winning the trophy our sophomore year for our skit, The Game of Life. And just this past November, we won the trophy again for Thunderbirds Through Time. On another note, as a whole, we have completed a lot of impactful community service, whether that be through NHS, Student Council, and AHS, or on our own. We have all been lights and pillars in different forms within our community that in and of itself is an achievement for all of us to be proud of. While some of us may be ready to go out into the world and make our mark on it, some of us are still savoring these last moments of being in high school. The school where we learned who we are, where we learned how to be young adults, where we learned who we want to be. We've even learned how to be great students while also being athletes, musicians, artists, tradespeople, and the many other things that have contributed to making us the people we are today. These are the lessons we will take with us no matter where we go, no matter what we do. As President Lincoln once said, in the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. Remember to always live your life to the fullest and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I hope you all remember that today is never too late to be brand new, so cherish that and take the chance. You never know what could come of it. Congratulations, guys, we did it.
At this time, presenting the senior class gift, Alicia Davis.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alicia Davis, and I'm the Student Council Executive President. This year's class has decided to put our money towards purchasing a new speaker system for our sports fields. In collaboration with our athletic director, Mr. John Austin, we have made plans to purchase a portable speaker system equipped with Bluetooth technology, a wired microphone, a a built-in amplifier, and protective cover. Our money, in addition to some of the money in Mr. Lunsford's budget, has allowed us to purchase a speaker in hopes of making the quality of our audio at sporting events better. I'm not sure how many of you have been to an outdoor sporting event recently, but if you have, I'm sure you've noticed how hard it is to hear the music and to hear Mr. Lunsford speaking before the games. Our idea is that these speakers will make our athletic program and our school look better by improving the quality of our audio. In addition, we would like to thank Mr. Lunsford for all the time and effort he has put in to help fulfill our goal, and most of all, we would like to thank all of you here today. For most of this money came from fundraising our class has done, and none of this would be possible without all of your donations. Thank you.
At this time, we will have the conferring of the diplomas, or the presentation of the class of 2024, and I would welcome Mr. Steve Messier.
Daniel Eric Adams. Emily Grace Aroldi. Matthew Alexander Barrett. Alana June Barry. Eric Begnosh. Isabel Alexis Bennett. Jenna Marie Bennett. Leo Benway. Alexis Lynn Bior. Cody Adam Raymond Bluto. Tyler Jameson Bacchus. Hayden Joseph Bombard. Alexandra May Bordeaux. Timothy James Boutin. Calvin Broderick. Aiden Scott Bernorn. Jaden Michael Butler. Carrie May Campbell. Blake R. Carson. Gabrielle May Cheney. Lily May Chaplin. Lily Marie Chevalier. Madison Elizabeth Chevalier. Caden Root Chevrier. Vanessa Marie Claire. Madison Paige Clark. Alyssa Marie Claudgo Whalen. Chloe Sage Comstock. Orion Joseph Lee Cavillion. Alicia Marie Davis. Bradley William Decker. Chesney Lynn Degree. Eleanor Noel DePady. Ashlyn Marion Dupree. Joao Alessandro Dutra Elias. Naomi Grace Ellis. Zoe Isabella Fish. Ariana Lynn Fortin. Hunter Michael Fortin. Sierra Marie Francalangia. Abigail Jean Freeman. Lindsay Olivia Gagne. Molly Olivia Gagne. Noah Pierre Gagne. Cagney James Goldman. Blake Xavier Hancock. Bryn Eloise Hannah. Diana Michelle Hemingway. Logan Allen Hemingway. Cole Allen Johnston. Isabel May Kane. JC Jean Langlois. Jalen M. Langlois. Jaden Wayne LePan. Javon Lepan. Samara Lorraine Levy. Anna Ray Lawrence. Gage B. Ledoux. Castle J. Lee. Cameron Levi Lefebvre. Mason James Longley. Eliza Carey Lontine. Brandon Thomas Paul Martin. Jovi Marie Martin Nesbitt. Chloe Marie Madison. Caitlin Michelle McEwen. Molly Hunter Medor. Tetra Mativier. Ryder Alton Morse. Ash J. Nestor. Haley Allison Newhall. Shantae Elizabeth Noel Bassett. Mason Olson. Luciano Christopher Patterson. Bailey Catherine Popple. Brooke Ann Rainville. Sierra Renee Reynolds. Michaela Marie Richard. Lucas Edward Rushlow. Jacob A. Rodriguez. Kate Elizabeth Rogers. Daniel William Shedrick. Caitlin Marie Shepard. Lindsay May Sherman. Luke Alden Sherman. Braden J. Sibley. Lyric M. Smith. Malik Jane Staples. Ethan Paul Stefanik. Juliana Stetson. Nathan W. Super. Henry Mason Tanner. Ryan Taylor. Tinga. Desiree Louise Tolsis. Jacob Jacob M. Tropiano. Landon Gordis Underwood. Shaniel Amora Unwin. Samuel Howard Vorman. Cage Jordan Whalen. Damian Whalen. Gavin James Young.
So what I was supposed to do earlier, but didn't, but it's okay because Mr. Wesley said we have a choice to make, so we're gonna choose to do it now instead of earlier. We're gonna shout out to our class advisors. We have a little gift for you, Miss Celine and Miss Kolk. We have a gift for you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. So at this time, can everybody please rise for the turning of the tassel? Once again, congratulations, everyone.